Good morning, Stampers. It is Tammy with Stamp and Scrap Tammy with our Wednesday Facebook Live. It is December 9th today. If you're joining us on the replay, that is when this is being taped originally. So good morning to everybody. I hope you're all doing well. I'm going to just get where we got to go here, and then we'll get started. So if you saw the preview today, you will see that I am going to use the Way to Goat stamp set today. And what I decided to do after I had those cute little goats stamped is I'm going to bring back a layout that we did a few weeks ago. And I'll share that card with you again. And it was a card that we used using the Warm and Toasty stamp set, which is retiring. So I wanted to kind of highlight that because it was very popular. So I wanted everyone to know that. I'm not seeing the comments here, but I know if I usually click around a little bit, I can get back to where they are. So good morning. If you're here, make sure to say hello so that I can get them up in my news feed. Looks like it's taking a minute today. There's always a little delay. But if not, I'll just get started. I know we're going. I know it's on. All right. Well, it is what it is. Of course, it just can't all go smooth. All right, so make sure if you're here, you say hi. I will always catch the comments later, I guess. All right, anyway, so good morning. And so again, we're gonna do the Way to Goat stamp set today. We'll talk about everything that's going on in the stamping world. There's lots of great things. The card I'm gonna share today is included in Birthday Club, which is this upcoming Monday for pickup and Wednesday for mail out, so next week. So you have to sign up by this Sunday. I'll mail out the kits on December 16th, and they are adorable. You're not going to want to miss out on them. And yeah, that's it for here. I think we'll just turn it down and we'll get to work. And really cool, I have my advent calendar. I pulled it out today, and it would show a gift card set. So I just quick stamped some goats. I got to finish them off yet, but that'll be the gift card set that I'll show today. So that's day number 9 of 25 Days of Christmas. All right, so I did see a comment now, so it is working, but now my computer screen just went blank again. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe it's just one of those days. I think on Monday when I did the live over to wrap up the virtual party, I said it was going to be an awesome week. Well, and it has been. It's been a really great week. But apparently, maybe my technology fairy left me on Monday, because everything went so smooth on Monday. Now I'm going to comment here or there. Now if I go, oh, okay, there's my volume. It was going to be an awesome week. Well, okay, sorry everybody. I'll turn that off. There we go. So now I can see them. You know, who knows? I had to go to my personal page to have it show up. All right, so we are going to get started today. And the card I'm going to bring back, it was a fan favorite. These are the measurements for today. So if this is something that you want to recreate, take a screenshot of this now. I believe they are all up on the screen, so you can see them all nice and clear if you'd like to recreate this layout. And you'll see how great it is to recreate it with different animals. Now, of course, you could use other things, but I really thought this was a fun layout for animals. So this is the card that we are going to recreate that we made a few weeks ago. This nice fun fold. And right as I was making this, I think I even said it during the live, is that I have got to bring this in, and I had an idea to use it with the goats because I knew I'd be using that this week in my birthday club class. And so this one here used the Warm and Toasty stamp set. And this one is on the retirement list. So if this is one that you wanted, you might want to take a look at that retirement list. There was 2 different specials going on, so I hope there wasn't confusion there. There was the retirement list. I heard about that one first. And then right after that, they announced, or not right after, but shortly before it started, I should say, they announced that there would be a clearance rack refresh. So today I'm using some of the blends. These ones are not on the clearance rack, but there are a whole bunch that are. I think I counted, there was still 14 on there last night. They're $1.80. So normally, right now, and the reason they're on there is because they're selling the singles. Now we do purchase them in doubles, so you purchase them like this. And so if you purchase 2 markers like this, they're $9. If you purchase one, that's on the clearance rack now. We can't purchase them singly now. It's $1.80. So unbelievable savings. So that's on the clearance rack. So there's the clearance rack is one thing. There's some discounted papers from last year, like for under $5. But then there's the retirement list where it'll tell you which stuff is not going to be coming back. And some of it's discounted, some of it is not. All right, so let's get started for today. The cardstock that or designer series paper, I should say, that's what I have in my hand right now. I'm using the Brights collection, the 6x6 card stack. We do have these in every single color family. And so it's just our designer series paper that's in a 6x6 in each color that we have. So that is the designer series. The cardstock I'm using today is Coastal Cabana and Granny Apple Green. It is one of my favorite color combinations. And so here are the measurements. I'm going to move these out of the way now so that I can get to creating the card and show you those cute goats and how easy it is to stamp them. I'm going to leave this one out first, these two out. And so this piece here that we're gonna stamp on, we're gonna need 2 of them. So 2 at 2.5 by 4. And then what was this one? 2 1/4 by 2 3/4 for the other one. So these are the 3 pieces that we're stamping on. It's just on Whisper White. I will need to have a scratch piece of paper here for one of them. I'm just gonna, because I'm coloring with blends, these are the blends that I have out. I'm choosing to use Smoky Slate. I have the light and the dark. And the really cool thing, if you don't have the blends, and even if you do, you can always refill them. These, or use another one, I should say. These 2 blends, the Smoky Slate, the light and the dark, are included in our birthday club class, along with a half a package of this designer series paper. So those, and then I'm going to be using numerous different ribbons and embellishments that will be included. But that's what's included in the class this time. And we are going to be making 8 cards. And I'm also bringing in, here, let me show you the stamp sets. So the Way to Goat, cute as is, but I'm also going to bring in the Zany Zebras so that really you have the option to use either one on your cards, because with animals you can really mix and match, and if you didn't want to put a goat, you could put a zebra. And I thought these may be good for kind of a funny, humorous older person that you want to give a card to. If you want to make them more geared towards children, maybe you'd use the zebras because those are just fun and playful looking. And I like the sentiments on that one too. So these are the 2 stamps that, and they'll be interchangeable on those cards. And I'll be sharing some more with these coming up. This is the first that I opened either one of them up. And I had to actually attach the stickers yesterday. So that's how new they are to me. Again, okay, so I've got the Smoky Slate, light and dark. I have the ivory. And then I have one tiny, tiny little flower. So I grabbed my dark Highland Heather. I have the Color Lift. And then I have a soft sea foam, that you could use any green. It's just we're going to make some grass. We have to make a ground. I think we talked about that another day. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and stamp my goats and do the coloring. I'm using Memento ink. And this one I'm going to stamp towards the bottom because I'm going to put my sentiment on here as well. Gonna let that ink soak in and move it out of place. And then this is gonna be the front of the card. So now here is where I'm gonna put the first sentiment. Happy birthday, you old goat. I thought that's kind of funny. All right, and so we'll set that one aside. And then this is gonna be the very inside of my card. Actually, I should do this one. This one it'll make more sense if I go in order. So this will be the second flap. And this is the one, I thought this goat, because there's 3 different goats, so it worked perfect for this card. I'm not going to stamp it all the way on there. This goat's going to be just kind of dancing its way into the card. Like it's just kind of snuck in there, said hello, but it isn't quite there yet. And then we're going to use this one. So this is a funny card. And I thought this was cute. So I got you a cake, and this goat, you know, he's a little on the, she's a little on the slender side. Okay, so that's going to be the second page or flip, I guess you could say. And then our very inside is going to be this goat that maybe had some cake. So this goat maybe ate the cake. And you'll see where I'm going with that. I'll put that towards the bottom. So we'll put our sentiment towards the top, and it'll leave us a nice little spot to write our name to sign it. And let's go ahead with this sentiment. So you'll see how this is going to look all together. It's going to be really easy to put this one together, especially because I've done so many of them because I used that warm and cozy card quite a few times. All right, so now I'm going to color these. I'm not real fancy with my coloring. I'll show you a card at the end. I'm going to set it out right now so I remember to share it. Oh, I just flipped my volume back on. All right, I'm going to share you a card. Man, I'm having trouble with words again today. I will share with you a card that my friend Gail made that has some very elaborate coloring. That is not something I typically do, but you certainly could. So depending on how fancy you like to get is what you do. And so I'm just using the light. I'm going to use both sides. Now I can color in. As you see, even the light has different variations of it. And if I want to make the light darker, I can just keep coloring over it and it'll continue to darken it a little bit. But that's all you have to do. What I do like to do here, we'll color the face a little bit. And I'm going to take the ivory and do the eyelids. You wouldn't have to, but you can. And I'm just going to highlight down here a little bit. We'll put a little on the face. See, and now I can color in here and it'll lighten it just a little bit. And with the dark, this is pretty much all I do for my highlighting. What I love with our Stampin' Up! Stamps is, I want to move this out of the way, is a lot of them give us pretty much the lines that we need to highlight. Like right here, that's where I'm going to highlight. I'm going to go over here, just on all these little lines that are already there for me. And then I can go along the outside a little bit. And that's all I'm going to do for my highlighting on this one. And then this goat, I'm going to make real easy. All I'm going to do on this goat is, let's go, I want to look at my sample, what I did, because I really like the one on my sample. I used light. So each goat will be a little bit different. And I can say this, this gift set that I made, I think I have a friend I'm going to gift this to. I don't think she would be watching. She would be at work right now. But she hates goats, like absolutely hates them, like fear of goats. Like I have a fear of snakes, like I'd go crazy if I see a snake. She is that way with goats. So a couple years ago, I found this calendar, I was gifted this calendar actually, that had like, it was a giant calendar. Like it was just unusually large. And each page had a goat on it. And so I sent her anonymously this, and she just figured it out a couple months ago, I think, that I sent her this goat calendar. And so I think I'm going to anonymously send her, well, she'll know it's me. We don't have a lot of friends that do this. But I'm going to send her my gift cards, my goat gift cards. All right, so that's all I'm going to do for my goat. We'll give him a little face there, and then I can, let's light that. I'm going to use the color lift. I didn't want to put that much color on there. So if you use the color lift, it's going to take a little bit of that color away. It might look a little silly now, but once it all comes together, it'll be great. And then here too, I want that just a little lighter. So you can use this color lifter to blend your light and darks together, as well as kind of lighten up your areas if you don't want them as dark. Same here. Like if I wanted to make this a little bit lighter in the middle there on his little tummy, that's where I would bring in my color lifter. Okay, we just have the outside goat to do. And you know, I used, what do you call these? Would these be their horns or antlers? They're not really antlers, probably horns, right? Would that be the proper term on a goat? I'm not sure. I don't really know my goats. All I know about goats is that one friend that hates goats. So we don't, although, you know, goats are kind of all the rage now. I don't know if you guys know this. I don't know, depending on where you live, I guess. So where we live, and I don't know now if it's closed for the winter, but there is a goat farm, like a goat place that you can go to and like play with the goats, and you can go to yoga with the goats. So I don't know, goats are all the rage. So if you don't have the goat, Way to Goat stamp set, you might want to get it. You'd be right on trend with what's going on in the world. And so then, you know, especially maybe you're going to go to one of those goat places. Then you could do a scrapbook page with the pictures that you take, because let's just face it, you cannot go to a goat farm or do goat yoga or whatever else they do at the goat farm and not take a whole bunch of pictures. I would be just laughing hysterically. So yeah, there's one not too far from our house. I saw some friends of ours went there. I'm going to have to maybe check it out in the spring. All right, and then here again, I'm just going to go in and highlight. So, you know, when people say they have to practice and they're not very good at coloring, guess what? I'm not either, and I still do it. I love it. I love my card, but I also love Gail's card that I'm going to share. So if you like to practice and you like to get elaborate, that's certainly something you can do with these blend markers. But I like the fact that they're just very easy to use, and that I don't have to be very good at it to have success, and I don't have to practice a lot. See, I can just highlight right where it's leaving me highlight. And you know, you might even sometimes look and go, gosh, I don't think that looks quite right. But once you put the whole card together, it looks fabulous. And so here, this is where I'll use my color lift, and I'm gonna blend these. I wanna use the other side though. I'm gonna blend these together a little bit. I'll just add a little touch to it. Oh, and we need to make the ground. So we have to make a ground here for our goats. They can't just be floating out there in the air. And so there's two different ways on this card that we could make some ground for our goats. I'll do it both ways because I don't think you'll tell the difference once I put the card together. So I can just take I have a dark soft seafoam is the color I liked, and I can just go like that. That's it. And that can be done. Or in this stamp, there is some grass. And so I can use the grass. And since I am using Granny Apple Green for one of my card colors, if I can find my ink pad, that's what I will do for this goat. And I'm going to just put it on there a couple times. He wants a lot of grass. I think goats eat a lot of grass, don't they? So he's gonna get hungry. So I'm gonna give him a whole bunch of it. But you could do it once, you could do it twice, however many times you want. And so there's two different options to do the grass. You can just color it in like so, or you can use the actual stamp and some ink. All right, so now it is time for assembly, the fun part. Let's bring in all of our pieces. I will attempt to tell you the sizes as we go on these as well. I will set these aside for now. And we need a bone fold. I was just going to say, well, I'll say it, and now it's probably not going to happen. I was just going to say, like, I feel so organized today, but I know I'm missing something. I am right here. I need this piece, and I think I have to trim it down. So I was missing one piece on... Oh no, I did already trim it down. I was missing one piece. I'll tell you that measurement, but it's not one that you have to have. You would have success if you didn't have it, but I will tell it to you when we get to that part. And I just realized I still have this purple out here. I didn't color in the little daisy. There. We have to have a colored flower. And that's also a nice color to add in with this color combination. I have Coastal Cabana and Granny Apple Green. But a color I really like to add is a purple. So our Highland Heather is really nice with this color combination as well, if you wanted to add in one more color. All right, so now we're gonna put together our card. So we have got, our base is 4 1/4 by 8 1/4, and score it at 5 1/2. And that's gonna be our base. It's going to go this way. And then our next piece is this one that I don't know that I had it out. And so this is 4. And this would be 2 1/2. And I do have my Stampin' Seal Plus is what I'm using today for adhesive. And so I don't need very much because it is the plus, so it does have a little extra stick to it. And so this one I did emboss. Now, minus this embossing, this would be a simple stamping card. All I'm using is stamps, ink, and paper. Of course, the markers I added in, but I'm not using any die cuts or anything like that. And so this is the Tasteful Touches embossing folder that I added to my solid Granny Apple Green cardstock. And now we need to go ahead and put our designer series paper in. I thought the polka dots looked great, and you'll see how I tie that in at the end. And this one is a 5 1/4 by 4. So just kind of our standard second layer for a regular card size. And then next we will take our part that's going to make this card work, I guess is what you could say. So this one is 3 by 8 1/2. I scored it at 4 1/4. And so I will go ahead and attach that. So this is the part that's going to do the flipping. And then at the end, I'm going to add ribbon to this card. There's a few different embellishments that you could add as well. Just I felt it needed something. I always liked, oh shoot, gosh, I got to actually stick it down. I like to add an embellishment, whether it be a gem or something like that, or ribbon to every card that I create. No cards, I don't always do that, but regular cards I do. And now we can go ahead and put our goats on the front. And our second goat, so you know, looks like you're just going to be all nice. And then the second one, I got you a cake, and they're thinking, wow, what a sweet friend. That is so nice that they got me a cake. So here we have, oh, this is not 3 1/8. Some of these are the same size. I must have grabbed the scrap. So this one is, let's see, this is a 2 1/4 by 3 3/4 is our base of this one that we're putting together, and then 2 2 1/2. So just a 1/4 of an inch down. And we will go ahead and stick this inside. I'm gonna put it all the way to the edge on that. And then it's kind of hidden when we put that down. I probably should have put it a little lower. There we go. Either put that a little lower or that a little higher, but that works. It looks good. And then we just have to finish off with our goat that ate the cake on the center. And that pretty much finishes it off. It looks good how it is. You could add some gems around there. But I thought when I was looking at what I should add to this is that I should put on there the polka dot tulle ribbon, because I'm using polka dots. I'm having issues with seeing the comments today, so I keep trying to get over there and it's not working. Maybe it is. So do make sure that you say hello today. I do have a couple prize patrols I'm giving out for that advent calendar that I've been posting daily. I do have a winner from the other day for those of you that commented on that post of the cute little puppy picture with the new stamp cut emboss machine. Oh, why am I not using that today? Oh my goodness. Why didn't I didn't even think of it. It's sitting right here too. I got to bring that in. Look at how cute this is. Is this not going to be absolutely perfect for classes? So if you commented on that post the other day, when I'm done here, I will pick a winner and I will post it in today's video. So there'll actually be 2 winners in today's Facebook Live. So yeah, make sure you like, comment, share to be entered. But this is just the most darling thing I have probably ever seen. And I've only used it 1 time or 2 times. Look, I used it twice to run something through, but so I haven't been cutting a lot out the last couple days. But I mean, this is just adorable. We were trying to get the dog to be by it, and we were telling her it was her size. She actually didn't really care for it. It kind of scared her a little bit. So yes, just adorable. If you do host a party or place a nice large order yourself, you can get it as a half price item too. So you can get it for half price. You'd have to contact me to talk to me about that though. All right, and let's go ahead. That can also be added to what I like to call the Happy Shopper Starter Kit Special. So if you'd like to join our Cafe Crafter group, or maybe you just want to get a discount on some things to get you started, or order some of those things, you can get that in a starter kit. The starter kit's $99. You pick any $125. So right now in the month of December, that little machine is only available to demonstrators, but you can add that to a starter kit special. All right, so now I'm just going to tie a cute little bow on the top here to finish off, almost finish off our cute little goat card. See if I can get it to work for me today. And I'm just really having trouble with this volume today. And now it's trying to turn up on my computer without me even touching it. There must be a little ghost in the studio today. All right. And so, goodness, you guys have seen me tie, like, how many bows have I tied? I mean, like hundreds of bows. And now today, it is not wanting to work for me. Here, maybe I got to go this direction. I have one side that's a little longer than the other. So trust me, it's not hard. I must just be having complications. There we go. I was trying to go from the wrong side. Now we got a perfect, cute little bow. And you can probably guess what's coming next. If you are a regular here at the Stampin' Scrap Tammy Facebook Lives, is some Wink of Stella on our goat. I know goats sparkle. I'm saying I know goats sparkle. Goats probably don't sparkle, but mine do. If they are on a card, they can sparkle. And same here, we'll add a little bit here. And then I cannot forget to show you that other card and the note cards before we finish off. There we go. Look at that. Isn't that adorable? I love my little goat card. And I just love the transition of this card, you know, that you get all three sentiments on there. And that it's a funny one. I don't do a lot of funny cards. We don't have a lot of funny stamps, but the ones that we do have, I love to make sure I utilize them. All right, so then this is my coloring. Nice, simple, I think very successful, but here's a little bit fancier version of that card. I've shown this one before on a share and show, but isn't this one beautiful too? So this is a card made by Gail Connolly from Valley Stamper. She used lots of different elements in here, but the main thing is the coloring, and she did a fussy cut to cut them out. So if you like to cut them out, and she used a variety of ribbons and many different die cuts, but just a really cute card. She used this punch here. This is on our clearance rack right now. I think it's only like $9. That one behind, that's in the Coastal Cabana. So yeah, beautiful card, beautiful coloring. I really appreciate that card. I have it up on my display wall to share, but just super cute. And then this was our version today of the same card we made the other day with the Warm and Cozy. And now let me just share with you, because our 25 Days of Christmas Advent calendar, and let me tell you too, that Advent calendar right now is on the clearance rack for half price. So I wasn't really showing it this year as an idea even to sell it, because right now would probably be too late to do it for this year. But it is on sale. It's half price. So $15 you can get that Advent calendar for. So if something you want to use for next year, or you want to use it how I am, where I'm putting in those snowflake, the 2x2 squares, you could do that and use it for other holidays or somebody's birthday, really any occasion that you wanted to. But this is day number 9, and here's where you could turn it. If you see, you could decorate this side with something else as well. I'm using the 2x2 acetate boxes for mine, but you wouldn't have to. You could use this side of the box. I've seen some people do that. And let me show you if I have one out. So when I did the gift cards this morning, originally I just had a bow tied around them, and then I remembered that I had these boxes. It's an acetate box. They're from Stampin' Up. They're in our packaging area. And what's nice about them is you can just tuck your cards in there. They do fit our regular standard full-size cards, but I thought for a gift card I could use it as well. I would probably put some little paper behind there so that it fit nice and snug. But I went ahead and I put on a tag from our Tag Buffet card kit. Also, this is just by chance that this happened this way. The Tag Buffet kit, it comes in a cute box like this and makes a ton of tags, is also half price. So it was $30, now it's $15. Another great option. You could get this yet and have plenty of time to use it yet this year, because if you'd order it today or tomorrow, it will get to you before Christmas, right about the time that you are packaging up all of your cards. And so anyways, back to the calendar. Day number 9 was to share a note card. What did I say? Note card gift set. So you wouldn't have to use this as a gift, and I still have to finish them off because I just did them At about 10 o'clock this morning, I decided I should look what it was in there today so I could share with you. And so I just stamped, I got to color them in and like I said, finish them off. But this is a gift I could give somebody for Christmas or a birthday, any occasion. And again, I just added a cute tag to the box to dress it up a little bit. But I'm going to color these in, a cute little simple stamping note cards. This one is going to be probably my favorite, and you could do 2 of each. You could do however many you wanted. But I got you cake, but I ate it. And so again, I just have to color these in. I was just playing around with stamping with the goat is all I was doing. Nothing fancy. And then I like this one too. I had some leftover designer series from when I cut the base from that 6x6. So I did that. And so I can just go ahead and, of course, put an envelope with it because you don't want to gift a card without an envelope. And then this will be a nice little gift I can give. Now I could tuck this into maybe a gift I'm already giving, or what I could do is I could gift this to somebody, you know, that I see regularly that I want to just give a little something for Christmas, you know, maybe it'd be a hairdresser, a postal person, you know, a piano teacher, anybody that you interact with that you want to just give a small gift to. And even better if it's handmade by you. All right, so this is everything that I have to share with you today. I really hope that you enjoyed it and can get some use out of this layout, whether it be with the Way to Goat stamp set, the Warm and Cozy, or a different animal stamp set that you have. So I thank you all for watching. Be sure to tune in again for sure. Next Wednesday, it will be December 16th, if not before. If I decide to do something before that, I'll sure let you know. I'm looking at trying to add something in to show off that retirement list to give you a better look at that. So just stay tuned. I'll let you know if I'm going to pop in here for another Facebook Live. But I hope that you enjoyed today's cards and enjoy the rest of your day. Have a good day, everybody. Talk to you later.